one side.
Yeah, it should basically be 90-10.
Who is
90 the hunter.
90 for men, 10 for women.
10,
Oh
yeah,
God.
but they are the hunters.
Angela.
They want to be the men. See, they are the men. We call you the men.
Angela, this
we
thing has
bow
to be
down
balanced.
for you. Be the man. So let me give you the 90% privileges of being the hunter. You are the hunter. See, you're the king. So be the king.
So.
And 10% will be me. Once in a while I'll say hello, like holla, blah, 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 blah. If you don't respond, there are others who are hunting. Are you the only lion in the jungle?
To the ones who are married, or you're talking to the ones
that boyfriend? That's why I'm in shock.
It doesn't matter, they are hunters.
My God. I don't know.
Facts, those are facts.
I know, I understand. Because there comes the time and they're complaining and they're like, you don't give me time, you don't give me time. Of course, this one is
I learned the hard way.
I also learned the hard way.
A situation that makes you lose, because I was depressed when he left me the first time. I lost 38 kilograms.
Somebody's like, 38 kilograms? Really, Mugisha?
In 3 weeks, like you weren't eating.
Ice only.
Ice?
Crying and eating ice. I had no appetite. My man had left. I couldn't. It was too much. It was, so you go through, and on top of that, I was praying for God to kill me. So meaning I was suicidal.
Depressed,
I've also been suicidal.
Praying, I would wake up, I'm like, Jesus, I can't believe you've done this to me. What did I do to you? My prayer was not to wake up this morning. My prayer was to be killed on my way, looking for on the way for a bus to kill me, looking for a job. Just kill me. Get me off this earth because my heart is in pain. So because I did everything wrong and because I didn't understand the power of love.
Okay.
Love is so powerful.
Yeah, very powerful.
Women don't understand it. So if you don't learn to control it and understand where you belong, it
controls you.
End up in it. That's why you hear of suicides. The woman jumped off how many buildings? You know what I'm saying?
Drinking silly or sleeping around. Or
because love is powerful. So if you don't understand your weakness, my weakness was loving too much. And naturally, that's
my weakness.
So a lioness, I tend to take charge. If you're not lions, I'm on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I need a lion to hunt me and cool me down and take charge. So know who you are, know yourself.
Angela, 10%, 90% role of a man. For you, you're taking a backseat. That's what I'm saying. In a relationship, you're taking a backseat. So everything should be done by the man.
First of all, I'm independent. So if he does it, he does it. If he doesn't want to be vehicle, I will handle it myself or others will do it. That's what they call a lioness. So my parents raised me to be a lioness.
Like the way I don't want to know.
So they raised me to be an independent woman. Not a dependent woman. So that if the lion steps back, I'm like, oh my God, it's for dying.
How will I survive?
And then you start stalking.
How will I survive?
Is this his phone in the middle of the night?
Is he online?
You know what I'm saying?
Who is he talking about?
He's talking to Angela Karatumba. She's dead. And all her family. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to kill every family member? Because that lion is going to talk to every woman in Kampala. And most importantly, the women who are independent and attractive. So are you going to fight every woman for just being beautiful? Why don't you just be the best that you can be and let him look for you? If you feel like he's done his part and he's not looking for you, then others will look for you. Most importantly, you have your money, you're independent, you're not dependent. So the problem is a lot of these women are raised to be dependent. That's the problem. So that's why a man can beat you like a snake, like I talked in the beginning of that video that I saw that was shocking this week, and the guy was arrested.
Don't you ever miss love when you're independent? Like now with COVID, the
most important love,
the affecting of businesses.
My mom taught me that the most important love is to love yourself. And a lot of women don't love themselves.
They don't.
Because they can't believe that they can love themselves. My mom raised me to love myself, love my company more than anything. So that if you're worth it, you have to go through me. Would I rather watch my series and my Kardashians and all these exciting
so he has to compete
TVs.
With all those things.
Yeah, he has to be better than. He has to be worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he's not, then can't I have my money? Can't I have my time? what is killing me. I thank God I have parents who are not saying, you have to get married. You know, that's another thing.
Man, talk about it.
The parents,
The pressure.
tradition.
Oh,
That's the tradition that we are fighting.
You're 25. What are you doing here?
You see,
Get a
that's-
man.
you see,
You're
that's where they
30.
are
My
wrong.
God, time is running. That's the problem. And then they push us into
Yeah.
wrong marriages.
But that's why I thank my mom so much, because she was like, me and my dad will never put you under that pressure. Our pressure is to make you develop yourself.
Okay.
But a lot of women here are put under the wrong pressure, where they are raised from childhood to be chosen by a man,
by a man.
to be picked by a man,
And then you have to be submissive.
to be dependent on a
Yes.
man. That's why the man will beat you like a snake.
Angela said
And
that
then
like
they-
I
so
saw
bad.
that
I
video.
know.
I wish I will send you that video so you can show that video. I wish you could show this video somehow and post it. The man got a stone and he hit her, and he hit her and he kept till she was bleeding everywhere because he was the man. And this is Uganda. This is what's happening every day. We're lucky that that was captured by another man who was also saying, "Yeah, Mukube." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the video is everywhere. It was sent to me by it went viral.
And then talking
So
about
women, you reduce yourselves to that.
yeah, talking about women being
Because you want free things.
devalued, and then this thing of like women have this fear, like parents have pushed you, or society has pushed you into this marriage. You're trying to prove a point. You're in this marriage, you're not happy, you're battered, blah 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 blah. Man is cheating, blah blah. You have these kids, and then you fear to get out when things are tight.
Yes,
I don't know why
because
they
I
fear
can
to get out.
understand it. No, I can understand it.
Because people will talk.
That's the main reason.
Yeah.
They
That's
what
say
they say.
they're going to talk about me.
Actually, we were married in front of 2,000. We were 2,000 people.
We made vows.
made vows, then God won't be happy with us.
I can understand it because I was in that same situation when I got married and everything. And to get married, I told my dad that this man is basically the second coming of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
This is Jesus.
Amen.
Here.
Hey,
So
heaven
when things
sent.
go wrong, when the things went wrong, and he was violent, and I didn't even know he was violent because I thought violence means he has to physically hit me.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Even
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know
verbally.
violence
Yeah,
was
you
putting
didn't
me
know.
down.
Yeah,
And verbally, we would be here on a table and we
Yes.
disagree. He grabs the table and he throws it. He breaks it.
Wow.
He punches the walls. The whole apartment was full of him punching in the walls. Everything broken. He would grab this and way.
Hey,
So me, when my dad was like, "But is he violent?" I'm like, "No, Papa, he's not violent." He goes, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Okay."
that means you
He
didn't
breaks
date.
everything in the house.
But it doesn't-
He
it
was
doesn't
my
break
first
me.
boyfriend.
First
But he
boyfriend.
doesn't hit me. My dad was like, "Are you mad? That's the height. That is the height
I know. One
of
day,
a violent relationship."
exactly, he will snap one day, and then
Because next he's going to hit something
you.
that maybe you said he throws tables. The
He'll throw it
table
at
will
you.
hit the wall, and the one of the legs comes and hits you and breaks your
Yeah,
face, so
yeah,
removes your teeth. That's the height of a violent man. I'm like, if that's the height, then this is the most violent man on earth, because everything is broken in the house. I
Yeah.
was like, what? So I didn't have the experience. I didn't have the patience. I just thought it was all about loving someone and just go.
I know.
It was a lot, and I learned the hard way, and I thank God I learned to be dependent, and I learned that marriage isn't everything. What's most important is I can only rely on myself
Fast. Yeah, true.
first.
True.
Because even that time when my husband left and I thought the world had ended and I'm like, Jesus, kill me, I called my dad, and my dad was like, Angela, I was even too embarrassed to say that he breaks things. So that's why I can understand those women who don't talk.
Who don't talk? They keep
You
quiet.
put the man on a pedestal in front of thousands of people, in front of the whole country. If it was televised or press were there,
Yeah, these days,
how do you
eh?
start saying he's the guy who does this?
Who did,
Where do you start?
So you die in your marriage.
Yeah, because of the embarrassment. But
So how do you run away from that? Because now that right there kills you.
I learned that, with my dad, you learn to put the ego aside, and because that's ego.
Yeah.
And embarrassment. And I showed Bida Baby and all her crew that I'm the
I'm
queen.
good.
bee.
Everything is
Oji
good.
Tegera,
Oh.
and 5,000 people attended our wedding.
You know?
So how do I start telling Bida Baby that
Biganye.
Bit baby. So remove pride.
Yeah.
Remove that. Your life comes first.
Yeah.
And my dad said that your life comes first. And most important thing is my dad said get a job and pray.
Wow.
And that's when I got the Bible and I read the book of Job. and the book of Job. I just found the book of Job. When Papa said pray, I read the Bible and I found the book of Job. And I'm like, this man can go through all that
And still trust in God.
and still trusting God. Now me, my first boyfriend, I'm here crying like the end of the world and I'm praying for death. So it gave me so much courage. And when my dad said also look for a job, it made me a hustler. That's when I got the job and I realized, you know what, I just need to work hard to hustle. And then I realized that life depends on me. All this depends on me.
Yeah.
You know, not my dad, because one day, like my dad did, he can also say no. Because he also said no because he didn't have all the facts. Because I was too embarrassed to tell him all the facts. But had my parents known that, Meet baby, the man has left, no money, bichi, 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 I'm broke. They would have sent a ticket because I was like, Papa, send a ticket. He was like, I can't send a ticket. You stay there and you work it out. You hustle. You don't run away from your problems.
Hey, really?
Yeah. But he didn't know that things were that bad, that I had left the job because I wanted to get a better job. So before getting the better job, I left the job knowing I was going to be dependent on my man for just a few months as I'm getting the other job. I did not know that my man would be like, no. Don't depend on me. I'm out.
Wow.
Leaving me broke. Dead broke in the
Wow.
US. So situations like that make you learn to depend on yourself as a woman, make you learn to work hard, and make you realize that all these marriages, that's not what matters.
Yep.
What matters is you as a woman being dependent on yourself, being independent, happy. My mom always says, Angela, whatever choice you make in life, just make sure it's the happy choice.
Yeah, happy.
So here, they are not making happy choices. They are making traditional choices. They are making copy and paste society choices.
Exactly,
My neighbor got married and she's the talk of town. So copy and paste, you know.
Let me do it.
Not my neighbor, it might be the best for her, but for me, this is not the best situation.
Exactly. Because we have different fates, you know, like your fate is different from mine.
Exactly. So just choose what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people think the girl is too happy because my mom trained me after that situation, just make the happier choice. That's why I'm happy. And I'm
But do you know what puzzles me is that people who are wedded in church, they must be having God's blessings. And it's not even allowed to divorce.
So all of us who are divorced have God's curses?
I don't know.
What are you saying?
But in the
Or
Bible,
you didn't pray so hard.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what exactly.
The devil,
goes on.
first of all, the
There's
devil.
also where it's common sense.
The devil is against.
No, but it's also
Maybe unless if people
but it's
don't like
also-
really dead.
No,
they dead. It
Stop
happens.
making excuses.
They dead.
It's just common sense.
We are two different
Imagine
people.
Because they say it's
no, it's common sense. Even if you see here, the tradition is women be dependent on men, but put yourself in men's shoes.
Okay.
Somebody has been trained to be dependent on you, meaning Basara, good morning, breakfast. Don't forget at night. Don't forget to
Sanitary
bring
towels.
the kids lunch,
Right.
the kids milk. Don't forget.
Carpeting,
the
a dress,
even
Get
the man,
overwhelmed.
outing.
thank you. The men get overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
So then they start saying, you know what, I'd rather go anywhere than home because home it's endless demands.
I know.
But the endless demands were created by you who said, woman, I love you, don't work. Be at home. Now the woman at home, you've made her dependent. Now she depends on you. Now we could time here.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You're like,
Being
as a
family.
human being, it's too much.
Yeah.
So it's better for you, for your marriage, to make everybody independent. At least to have some level of independence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's never okay, which unfortunately is our continent's culture, is to make women dependent. That
Yeah.
is never a good thing.
no, it's
Because
never.
even for you as a man, you get tired.
Yes,
You
that's
get fed up.
true.
That's why you end up in the bars. And then Angela Karatumba singing on stage comes by the diva, independent. You're like, that's the woman I want. Because I've had a lot of men who are like, I love you so much.
Yeah.
But what you need to do for me, stop singing, stop being independent, become dependent, sit at home.
Then I'll take care of you. And most ladies want that, and that's why they go wrong.
And I thank you.
That's why they go wrong, because now the man has got you. He cocoons you like
And
nkuyina.
even he gets bored of you because now
Yeah, they're like,
you're
eh.
not as free and as independent.
Yeah.
as
Make him
Angela Ikondo on
jealous.
stage.
Make him jealous.
Now you're just a boy who just asking for milk, who asks for milk morning, noon,
Money
and
for
night.
hair, money for nails.
Get it?
Yeah.
So even
Like,
if
you
as
know
a
what?
man,
Yeah.
you feel sorry for them. So help them make the right decisions and be like, no, you love me better when at least I have a level of independence.
Yep.
I don't want to, I'm not saying women compete with men.
Yeah.
Find a man who you can look up to,
Yeah.
you know, and you
And you even admire.
work, exactly, and you work with each other and admire each other.
Yep.
Yes.
Amanda pushes you to do better or to become
Thank
better.
you.
But Angela, you're misleading us. I won't take advice.
Can
Lydia.
I be there and they beat you properly?
But Angela is talking movies. This is Grace. Come
no.
to reality.
It's not about
So is
movies,
my
by
life
the
a
way.
movie? My life is in a
It's
movie.
about, actually, those people haven't
My
got
life
it.
Viola is
reality.
saying for today, I'm Team Angela.
Amen.
The problem is most girls, like you said, and I think it's
Isaac
Isaac
the
says,
society
be
that has
misled
trained
by
us,
Angela,
trained
who
us.
is
So
from
for us,
a
we
well-off
think-
family. You will marry yourselves.
No, okay.
Yeah?
Okay, I get a lot of that, and I hear because Angela is from a well-off family. That's
Yes.
fine. Okay, let's talk of you, who's from not a well-to-do family. Is it better for you to be with a man from a better-off family because you will not educate yourself, you will not develop yourself, you depend on a man who's on a better well-to-do family, and then he puts you down, beats you, abuses you, undermines you? Is that better? Does that have anything to do with the fact that Angela is from a well-off family?
No.
It's just, let's talk as women.
Yeah.
And the whole job is for me to empower myself. And as I'm empowering myself, I will empower women because I hate being put down by anybody. So
Especially
right now,
men.
the society,
Yeah.